So there's this whole thing where she literally brought him onto her stream. She pulled her mod, the people that you see in the chat that moderate the chat, onto her stream, and did basically content with him, but it's not the content that you would expect. The Twitch stream and her people were basically also dogging on him, bullying him, just like she was, and following the hype train on that. So let's play some clips of how it went down, just so you have context of what I'm talking about.
Don't claim it. So yeah, 1 hour stream, so every minute counts. I made a donation goal of $500. I will kiss Dilly. So we hit it. But hopefully I will be drunk for that. Let's take the first shot of the night, yeah? Is it too early?
No. Cheers.
The way she responded to the cute couple statement seemed like she was genuinely offended.
So she's saying that she has to be drunk in order to kiss him, and this is all her idea for content, by the way, to bring him onto the show and kiss him when they hit a certain amount of gift subs, I think. And she the whole time doesn't want to do anything with him, or it seems like she has any love for him, to be honest. And I agree with Critical here. What he's covering is true. Everything he says in this video is true about it. But what he does, like recently, what he just did is he brought the guy onto his stream live and did an interview, basically, or had a conversation with Dylan, and was asking, why do you settle for all of this? And I'll get into that in a little bit.
We have the same size hands. No, oh my god. You have baby hands.
No way.
Yeah, we have the same size hands. That means you have a small dick.
Exhibit B. Just being completely mean for no reason. But we know this. Let's go to another clip that he has for us.
Abuse or date Dilly for 6 months. Trying to get back at my ex. Okay, next question. Is it true that
It's in 2x speed because, again, she was going on a montage of degrading him.
She would rather get back with her ex than who I don't know, abused her, and rather than get with Dylan for 6 months, which is a crazy take.
Me personally, I would not hit. So yeah, there is a right or wrong answer. Me personally, how about you rate me first?
10 out of 10.
Oh, but you know I'm not gonna rate. I'm just gonna drink.
That means I'm a 6. It's okay.
If it was a 6, I would have said that out loud.
No.
Anyways.
Again, it's just an absolute flurry.
So he's really good at taking negativity, negative comments. He's taking it pretty good. He's playing it off pretty well. But this is something that Critical goes over in his live stream. Pretty simp status, I guess you would say, or beta male, because he takes harassment from this female who he finds attractive. She says she basically is being giving him attention, and that's their whole friendship, is giving him attention, whether that's bad or good. Any attention is good attention, and he knows this. And this is the main point that I want to make about this whole situation, is that Critical basically helped out this guy by giving him attention, and he helped out her as well by giving her attention, because any attention is a good intention. Good attention, not good intention, but you know what I mean. It's gonna shed light to their channel, and it's gonna let the guy, maybe Dilly, have his own channel now. Literally, just the fact that he covered this and had an interview with him, now this guy doesn't have to deal with Caitlyn anymore. I don't think he needs to, because he has supporters probably now after all of this, and he can start doing his own thing with the little shot of fame that he has now, which is what I would do, you know. And I can totally see why this guy would do all the things he did for her. he just got out of a relationship, and now he has the opportunity to find a girl through another girl, which is a pretty girl like her. And even though she's harassing him, or you would say mentally abusing him, I guess, whatever, but he doesn't realize that, then he's gonna accept it for what it is because he's getting attention from a pretty girl, and he's also got a shot at getting a girl now with the fame that he's been allowed, basically, through her and through Critical. So he's doing pretty good, and we all know how things work when it comes with this stuff, with this drama.
And our trust and friendship, to kind of keep it at that content level, and just like kind of understand that we are here to try to entertain. Now, did it achieve that goal? Kind of, sort of, but yeah, I do see her as like an older sister, and that's just how I have to perceive it, right? You know.
Do you see why that's kind of hard for me to believe? Like, you gave her a 10 out of 10 on the hotness scale. When it was asked, would you hit, you were like, yeah, I definitely hit. She's like, I definitely would.
Yeah, that goes back to my other point where I was saying that he would smash if he had the opportunity. She's just not gonna allow it though because she might find him revolting. She's not really sexually attracted to him, and she's gonna convince herself, and she's gonna play the part to where she has to put him down beneath her foot, with her foot on his neck, in order to not um, give him any leeway or hopes of ever getting with her. So somebody that's uncomfortable with someone who they know likes them is gonna react that way. So in her defense, I can see why she acts the way she does, um, because she doesn't want to ever like him, and she might actually end up liking him, and she might actually be maturing by liking somebody who she finds personality wise is actually a really good guy, and he might be a really good guy instead of a creep like she expected. But the deniability for that is going to be treating him like a piece of crap, and that's exactly what we saw in the stream. So if there's anybody was wanted to know exactly what the feelings were between everybody, it's basically she doesn't want to allow herself to like him, and she doesn't like him, so she's going to maintain that dislike, and he likes her a lot, and he is trying to build up a friendship to get with the girl that he likes, just like a lot of guys that you see that are friend zoned in high school, and then after high school they end up getting with that girl at the last second. It happens all the time. The guy will even play gay in order to get to that point. So guys will do almost anything to get with a girl that they love, and we see it firsthand right here, to be honest, because who would take all that? Why would, what friend does that to you for content? That just doesn't make sense. Now later down the line, if they're still talking, then yeah, you can look back at it as a bunch of friends maybe, and she grows. If she grows, which she will end up growing up, maybe. Some people really don't change, so it is a possibility. I don't deny that.
It feels like it's not brother go that banter is an exchange. This was a confused.
I'm way better than your ex. What the fuck are you trying to say?
See,
right?
And that's where I'm even more confused, because you
Right.
and Caitlin keep saying it's banter. Banter is an exchange. This was a one-handed fucking wallop here, where all she was doing was insulting you. Throughout the stream, you made one slight joke about her and kind of got uncomfortable and backpedaled it. That's not banter.
Exactly. She was just dogging on him the whole time, being disrespectful to him, and that's not banter. You can tell the vibes of actual banter. As a gamer, you could tell.
Fucking house, and I have to kiss him. That was the.
But why do you settle for that? Like, why be that guy? You're not a bad looking guy. you're not a weird guy too. Like you break.
I think I mentioned this already, but the whole reason to answer Charlie's question here of why he would settle for that is because it leads from one thing to the next. He works towards a goal of being close with a girl that he finds attractive. He wins in that aspect. It's a win-win situation for this guy. I mean, who really cares about what people say on the internet? At the end of the day, you continue to do what you got to do. Internet is not for the weak, mentally weak people, but it's not too hard to be an average person on the internet and to deal with all the hate and dislike, just like anything else that you see in the world. You're gonna have people that harass you and bully you throughout your life. The world's not perfect in the internet and outside, your doorstep. So you have to deal with hate anywhere you go. What's the difference on the internet at that point? So it doesn't really affect him. The hate does not get to this guy as well as other people that do internet content. So the only thing here is he's winning, getting closer to a girl that might say that she doesn't like him, but eventually ends up gets feelings for him. Because when you're with a girl and you're her friend for a long time, a female, she develops feelings for you no matter how you look. Because as a guy, it doesn't really matter how you look. As you get more mature, it doesn't matter about looks at all. So he knows what he's doing. He's the Riz master here. Even though he doesn't really have the Riz personality or looks, right? It's all part of being a male that is a simp for a female. And he is going to do whatever it is asked of him to get closer and closer to his goal, which is getting attention through her, and through Charlie. And if I was him, and I can tell, he's happy on the inside. Nothing's gonna get to this guy because he's winning. He has a whole 17 to 20,000 viewers during the stream watching him, giving him attention. And at the same time, when he was with her, he was getting negative attention. So any attention is good attention. Why do I keep saying intention? Any attention is good. Any publicity is good publicity, whether it's bad or good. And that's what happened here. So shouts out to Charlie for making him a little bit more famous on the internet, even if it lasts for only a month or two. He now has the opportunity and the power to create a community for himself now. That's the whole point of all this. It's basically a big shout out. You have the opportunity to create your own community and content now, and you don't have to stay with her anymore. So I think Charlie knows what he's doing with this stuff, by doing the little interview here, questionnaire. He's actually helping out this guy, which is from the heart. Charlie is a good person at heart, a very good person at heart. So shouts out to him for doing something like that.
That's not good. Like, no one deserves that kind of treatment.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you how it's a formula, right? This is what it boils down to in her personality, right? So the reason why I agreed to do some of the things that happened is because I separate the person from the streamer, the content creator from the person. I am friends with the person. And
he's saying really good stuff here because he's getting closer to the person and he knows that. I think he's really smart and he's getting closer to the girl, but at the same time, he knows that all this internet stuff is going to work out in his favor. So that's why he does it. So there's no real wondering or question to why he's doing what he's doing. We all know that it's going to turn out good for him, hence the popularity he's receiving tonight.
It's hard to kind of it's just like when you're on someone's team, right? And you don't want to mess up that dynamic, right? You're understanding that we're all playing parts on a team, right? And
yeah, it's not really hard to understand. The rest of this interview, I keep calling it an interview. It is an interview. The rest of this interview is just basically Dilly reiterating the team aspect and how he's a part of playing a certain role within the team, and it's dynamic in order for the content to become what it is, and he accepts it. And Charlie is just, I don't know, is Charlie, I mean, he wouldn't go through all of this to really wonder the truth of why he's doing this it seems like Charlie can't accept that somebody could take all of this negativity and just not do anything about it. Charlie wants to be like a superhero and try to get him to say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. You're right. Which might happen because of the attention Charlie gave him, but he's trying to pull something out of this guy. But this is something, you know, that's gonna change on the spot. So, you know, at least he's giving him the popularity that he deserves in order to get out of that realm of being put down all the time with this girl that he mods for, Caitlin.
Talk about like when I'm doing other things, like I'm dating other girls, right? And I'm just like, you know, telling like, oh, I'm a business owner. I'm in school to be a dentist. That's part, and so she lets me showcase a side of me that no one would usually see because the mod connotation, right? So you know that's the arc that I've been working towards, and
Yeah, it's his story. It's literally taking a mod that are assumingly supposed to be creeps or parasocial people that want to get in the pants of whoever they're watching. It's actually the opposite for this guy. He's actually working towards his own story through it. At the same time, he might get in her pants. Who knows? So it's a win-win. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not really rocket science. It's not that confusing when you're trying to understand why this guy is doing what he's doing. And you know what makes him more attractive to her is him defending her like this, keeping a cool head, and also not talking shit about her, and also not letting what she said get to him. That's probably the hottest thing that she can that he can do for her. And it's gonna work. Trust me, he's gonna get with her one day.
Playing the jester for her to joke about and laugh at for, you know, however long, then all power to you. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say I get it, because I really do not. It just seems very toxic.
That is your answer. So any moist critical fans out there that don't understand, just like him, I hope this video finds you and explains to you what his true intentions, Dilly's true intentions are, and that way you can understand what Charlie doesn't right here. I don't know how he doesn't understand this. It's pretty obvious the game that Dilly is playing. But shouts out to Dilly for doing what he's doing, and shouts out to Charlie to giving him the popularity and opportunity to get away from playing the jester or the punching bag for Caitlin's stream. And for Caitlin, she's a girl, bro. I mean, if you have a girl that gets attention most of their life, they're going to be a little entitled to never change their ways until they meet somebody that helps them see differently. And hence, maybe this will help her mature more and be respectful, or she might not even care. I don't know. Girls don't if they have what they if a girl has everything that she needs, they tend to not really change. And that's just how it is, because men have to adapt and overcome most of the time. Girls can too. And that's what makes a girl more attractive to me personally, is if a girl can adapt and overcome situations and change their behavior. But if they're within their own realm where they don't have to go out of their way to do anything, then they don't, you know. And you could say the same thing for men too. It's not just girls, but it's most of the time when we see stuff like this, for example, it involves the girl being mean. Because girls can be really mean. So can guys. But in this example, this is something that we see girls do to guys all the time. And you don't really have that. You don't have girl simps for guys as much as you have guy simps for girls. That's what I mean. All right. But that's it. That's my 2 cents for all of this. Take it as it is. I don't really have much else to say. Just for all y'all to have a good day, night, morning. And I'll see you in the next drama footage that I cover. And I think that's what I'm going to title this. I'm going to call it Drama Footage, Episode 1. Yeah.